First, everything feels familiar, almost classic. Tailoring structure, something controlled. Nothing truly unexpected at first, but then something shifts, and suddenly everything becomes playful. Hello my dear fashion enthusiasts. Today I'm delighted to welcome you on Brandibay Fashion for the Paul Gaultier Fall Winter 2026 fashion show, presented during Paris Fashion Week under the creative direction of Duran Lantink. Very quickly, you will notice that this collection doesn't simply revisit tailoring. It transforms it, reshapes it, almost turns it into a theatrical language. From the very first look, the concept is clearly established. A sharply tailored black coat appears, structured, precise, almost severe. But then something unexpected happens. You realize the coat is connected to a vest worn underneath. Two garments fused into one single piece. It immediately challenges the way we read clothing, not as separate elements but as a unified construction. And this is where everything starts to shift. As the show unfolds, you will observe how familiar garments are constantly reinterpreted. Nothing remains exactly as expected. A bomber jacket inspired by Gaultier archives is paired with a skirt, constructed from a tailored blazer. Underneath, a crisp white shirt subtly appears, adding another layer to the composition. There is a sense of transformation in every silhouette. Garments evolve, they adapt, they surprise. And honestly, it brings a very playful energy to the runway. Very quickly, the construction becomes more experimental. You will notice how traditional tailoring codes are pushed into unexpected territories. A classic striped suit is completely reimagined. The shirt collar extends upwards, transforming into a headpiece, while the tie is repositioned under the chin, almost like a new form of ornament. Feels surreal, almost exaggerated, but at the same time incredibly controlled. Volume plays a key role throughout the collection. You will discover exaggerated conical shoulders and padded forms. These elements create silhouettes that feel bold, almost architectural. Some garments even reveal their internal structure. Rigid shapes emerge, suggesting what is usually hidden. There is a clear fascination with construction here, with what lies beneath the surface. And this is where technique becomes visible. References are layered in a very deliberate way. You will notice influences from tailoring, sportswear, and lingerie. Corsetry elements appear throughout the collection, subtle but present, echoing one of the most iconic signatures of the house. And then the bodysuits. They return as key pieces, inspired by past collections, yet reinterpreted. There is a constant dialogue between archive and innovation. Some of the most striking looks play with internal construction. You will observe skirts featuring rigid, pointed shapes at the front, almost like externalized shoulder pads repositioned and reimagined. A series of black and white check silhouettes pushes this idea even further, exploring structure, contrast, and precision. And this is where the collection becomes really compelling, because it constantly challenges expectations. At its core, this collection is about balance, between humor and discipline, between freedom and control, because behind the playful transformations, there is an exceptional level of craftsmanship. Every detail feels intentional. And for me, this is clearly one of the strongest aspects of the show. Duran Lantink approaches the Paul Gaultier archive with a very specific energy. You can feel both respect and irreverence. He preserves the spirit of the house, but pushes it into new territory. In a fashion industry often driven by caution, this sense of creative freedom feels refreshing. Overall, this collection feels expressive, bold, and unapologetically creative. There are moments that feel exaggerated, sometimes even slightly chaotic. But at the same time, this energy gives the collection a powerful identity. It embraces transformation and celebrates the unexpected. I'll let you now experience the show in its entirety. Enjoy the runway, and take the time to observe every detail. Thank you so much for watching. And I'd love to hear what you think about this collection. Take care, and stay inspired.